Ever wonder what a typical day is like for Roger Federer? I personally have. Sometimes while laying down in my bed, I wonder what it would be like to live a day like the greatest of all time in tennis. And I know you have too. I can't be the only one, right? Yes, he has won more Grand Slam titles than any other man, but what does a typical day look like for this tennis maestro? Well, wonder no more. I've got you covered. And by you, I also mean me, of course. Sleeping and morning routines. So let's get to it. We all know before we start a day, we need to first do the obvious by waking up, right? Well, for Roger, he is no alien. He sleeps like all of us and wakes up too to dazzle us once in a while in the court. Nevertheless, for him, sleeping is like the ring is to Smeagol. Precious. Sleep is so precious to him, and he doesn't mess with it. He once said this, and I quote, "If I don't sleep 11 to 12 hours per day, it's not right. If I don't have that amount of sleep, I hurt myself." Wow, that's just crazy. I personally don't have up to 9 hours of sleep per day. Maybe I should try this too and someday become one of the greatest myself. I know you guys are probably thinking, my God, that's already half the day. When does he get the time to do other stuff like kick people's butts like he does? Well, your concerns are not unusual, but trust me, the Swiss professional tennis player clearly has a lot going on with the rest of his day, and we shall see how. I know many of you are already thinking how weird this 20-time Grand Slam champion is, wondering probably whether or not he takes breakfast or eats at all. But hold it right there. Roger once again is not an alien, and yes, he does eat. Roger's diet. It's reported that he likes to take sugary foods for breakfast, especially homemade waffles, alongside fresh fruit compote with a shot of vinegar, coffee, or fresh orange juice to wash it all down. Hope you're taking notes down, guys. Okay, cool. After his breakfast, he then snacks on a protein bar. Guys, generally Roger's diet is not necessarily as strict as that of many athletes, even though tennis, as we are all well aware, is extremely exhaustive, burning calories as fast as they are consumed. So Roger basically eats whatever he wants, so long as the food is chock full of calories ready to battle the toughness of his sport. With his belly full and ready to unpack for the day, Roger can get some exercise and training done, especially when he has a game to play later in the day. Inside his work routine, he would usually indulge in a 4-hour training session to prepare for his game, doing stuff like cardio, plyometrics, racket drills, medicine ball tosses, hand-eye coordination training, and reflex training. He could then relax a bit, and we can find the tennis maestro enjoying a little bit of leisure time with video games, because like I said before, he is no alien, just a normal human like all of us. However, he's not really that much of a gamer and prefers games that we would consider old school. And I'm talking classics like The Simpsons, Street Fighter 2, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Super Mario, Sonic, and NBA Jam. But usually, before any match, he would have a chat with the coach and also with his wife, Mirka Federer, another tennis player but retired, who he had met in a competition for Switzerland in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. She also contributes to his pre-game ritual, and her husband confirmed this, saying, "Mirka and I decide what clothes I'll wear for the match. I just have to remember all the stuff I need to wear before, during, and after the game in regards to sponsorship, etc." Pre-game ritual and diet. But 2 hours before he goes to a game, Federer usually eats pasta, and this has been a ritual for him for the last 20 years. And I didn't just say it, he admitted to this himself, saying, 2 hours before every game, I eat pasta with light sauce. I've been doing it for 20 years. There guys, in the words of the tennis great himself, and I hope you are all still taking notes. Nevertheless, I know I spoke of ritual a little while ago, which wouldn't be surprising with athletes, but aside from the thing he has with pasta before every game, Roger isn't really a superstitious person. I certainly have a set routine, such as knowing what time I should arrive at the courts, how long I warm up for, and how many rackets I'll take out to the court. But I don't really call those things superstitions, he said. They certainly seem normal to me, Roger, no superstitions whatsoever. And there's something else he failed to mention there in his set routine, which I would generously state now. Guys, Roger also has with him a snack or bananas that he would eat in between games to up his calorie level from time to time, so he doesn't cramp out during tennis games. But speaking of restoration, he still gets his hands on energy drinks during his games because fruits might be richer and healthier, but these drinks are easier and quicker to absorb. Off-season involvements. That said, this is his normal daily routine, only when he has a game to play or a training session to undergo with his coaches. Because back home in Switzerland, his day can unfold unpredictably because of his kids and friends. In an interview with Al Jazeera, Roger said this about his usual day in Switzerland or Dubai, where he normally spends his winter holidays with his 4 children and wife Mirka. Every day is totally different, because you don't know what the kids are going to do every day. If you are going to wake up and they are going to be crying along the way, or they're going to be crying right away, or they are going to be happy. You don't know. No 2 days are the same, that is clear. We are spontaneous and do what other families do. Fortunately, it's easy in Switzerland. For example, I went to the forest with my children and went to the park the day before. Or we go to the playground. It is important to me that we are outdoors a lot and in nature and also enjoy the peace and quiet a little. But look guys, it might sound like Roger's 4 cute little kids take up so much of his time as to totally remove tennis out of his way. However, that's not really the case. He has admitted to the fact that he still has enough time to keep fit, train, get enough sleep, and maintain a healthy diet. And that's not all. There is also time, like he has said once, for massages and nights out with Mirka and sometimes with his friends. We always try to go out for dinner, have a nice time, and then I fall into bed extremely tired, Roger said in that interview with Al Jazeera. How precious. I'm so envious of this guy. No, seriously, I am. And you know what? I have a racket and a few tennis balls. I have Roger's normal daily routine, and all that's left for me now is a coach, someone as good as Severin or Ivan. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still missing some little things about the GOAT. I don't even know what his hobbies are yet, or his favorite TV shows. Okay, let's see. Hobbies. According to his official website, his bio lists his hobbies as golf, soccer, skiing, PlayStation, and playing cards. And some time ago, during the pandemic, he had said in a Twitter Q&A session that his favorite movie is Good Will Hunting, which starred some movie greats like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Robin Williams. Good eye, Roger. Good eye. Well, I guess you do need a good eye to play tennis as well as he does. What's your favorite part about Roger's day? Comment below.